So you're going through this amusement park and you come to the part where you play for the prizes and you win. You play all the games well. You shoot the ball in the hoop. You keep the water gun centered on the target. You earl the ringer. You play all the games properly. And you reach up for the stuffed animal. They say, which one do you want? Because you qualify for the big prize. Only to find out it was a big person stuffed with cotton. Spiritually, this is what happens in this world of amusements, where life is like an amusement park. We've been on all the rides. We've been in all the lines. But we're not 100% certain which of us are real and which of us are just stuffed human beings. Which of us are stuffed with ritual and which of us are stuffed with righteousness. Which of us are being suggested to and which of us are being able to auto-suggest to ourselves. Which of us is like a recording tape of somebody else's thoughts and which of us have a recording feedback loop of our own beliefs, of our own mantras. We're in this amusement park and the lights look good and the music sounds good and the cotton candy is delicious and the fried dough is incredible and the funnel cakes are off the hook and the slushies are out of this world. Everything feels real. Everything feels genuine. You know you're going in and out of a fun house, so you're used to the dysmorphia. You're not bothered by any of the gadgets and any of the tools that are going on in the amusement park. But we're struggling to find out which of us are real and which of us are really stuffed animals. Because on the outside, we can look human. On the outside, we can dress human. We can even sound human. But if it's not a consistent feeling of life force emanating from us, then we're just stuffed animals. We're full of cotton. And cotton was picked off the fields of those who were in slavery. So the inside of us can be stuffed with the product of slavery, the product of subservience, rather than taking on true authority, of being the tail rather than the head, of being beneath rather than above. And that material and those insecurities and those complexes, when they get stuffed into us, we eventually become fake. We will eventually become fake. Everything about us will still look real. But when you go to have that exchange, spirit on spirit, mind on mind, you find out you're just talking to a stuffed animal, a stuffed human being, a stuffed businessman, a stuffed CEO, a stuffed teacher, a stuffed preacher, a stuffed handyman. Is just product of taxidermy. And the root word of taxidermy is tax. What can you give in exchange for your soul? What do you have on you that you can use to buy your soul back once it's sold off? You'll be stuffed with cotton as a prize, just hanging in the fair, just hanging in the amusement park, never being allowed to go on any rides because you can't take the stuffed animals on the rides. The stuffed animals have to be put to the side, and you have to watch everybody in this amusement park called life enjoy themselves. You hear the screams. You smell the candy. You hear the screams of the people coming up and down the roller coasters. You hear the laughter and the giggles. You hear people cheering because they're winning different prizes, winning different humans, winning different circles of improvement, winning different layers of approval, winning different social groups of validation, belonging, elevating, joining the upper crust, joining this clique or that clique. But you might be a stuffed animal that particular group of people played well to buy. They paid a lot of tickets for you. You don't want to be a person that is only a product of ticket purchasing, because you can just hang there and you don't know who's going to win you. You don't have any control over who plays the game well enough to win you, to possess you. You don't want to be property. You don't want to be the property of anybody else. And that's what some of these systems and that's what some of these dogmas can pretty much guarantee. In this amusement park, everything is not amusing. As a player of the game, you're expecting to go home with a prize. You're going home with a human. In this game, you're expecting people to play their cards right so that they can win your heart. But instead, they just want to play the game in a certain way to own your soul. So be careful moving in and out of this amusement park. Don't get distracted. And be careful about the games that are being played in this amusement park, because everybody gets on and off the rides. That's equal. The ride lasts exactly the same amount of time for every passenger who gets on and off that ride. But what does change in this park are the games, and definitely those who win the prizes.